Okay, so this is one of the most ridiculous, like, situations. It made me laugh. It's one of the funniest things that I think we've covered in, like, a month. And this has to do with these snowflake cops and their...
Snowflake
Thinking that
cops?
they
What's
get-
going on?
I just love this story so
Isn't it?
much.
It's so
Yeah.
many things at once. So this is about the police accusing Shake Shack of poisoning them when they didn't.
What?
So here's the crazy thing. I was looking through this article. You know, we usually read through the articles. About 2/3 of this I have highlighted. When I read this, I want you to remind yourself, this isn't like Anarchists Are Us. This isn't like a left-wing organ. This is a Business Insider article. Ready? On Tuesday, the Twitter account for the New York City Detectives Endowment Association shared an urgent message. 3 NYPD officers were, quote, intentionally poisoned at a Shake Shack in Manhattan. This attack at the hands of sinister essential workers made waves online. Remember, this is Business Insider. To no one's surprise, it was soon determined that there was no criminality involved in the incident. Instead, these workers were guilty of first-degree cleanliness, a felony in the state of foregone conclusions. As it turns out, employees had recently cleaned a milkshake machine, and some residue from the cleaning products accidentally made its way into the milkshake ingredients, something that happens all the time. And that's why McDonald's milkshake machine is probably down most of the time. Anyway.
They're always cleaning it.
This isn't
Personal
the first
vendetta,
time.
huh, Daniel?
I actually haven't been to McDonald's in 15 years. I just know that's popular with the kids.
What?
This isn't the first time police have accused. We have a McDonald's related part of this later. This is the first time police have accused workers of messing with their food. Police officers in America have a bizarre relationship with accusations of food tampering, and in a lot of cases, they're either wrong or lying. This is Business Insider again. Vice's Katie Way wrote that these accusations, quote, don't have to literally be true because to the law enforcement officers who tell them and the people who share them, they feel true. It's that truthiness. It's that, what is it? We keep facts above your feelings? No. It's just keeping feelings above facts. And that's the way that that's how we deal with law and order in this country. So, despite these accusations being false, the message is already cemented. In this case, Paul Gimaca, whatever his name is, the president of the Detectives Endowment Association, sent a message to officers that police were under attack. It's cops versus the world. All of this is indicative of one of the ways the police system in America is broken, the constant presumption of guilt by police officers. You know what's really ironic? In the UK, you are actually guilty until proven innocent, yet they act in such a way that you're innocent until proven guilty. And in America, where you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, the cops are like, no, you're guilty. I'm going to kill you, and then get away with it. So, on that note,
I'm going to put it all over social media like a fact.
I'm waiting for Shake Shack to do a defamation suit. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Shake Shack.
I'm also curious. I also am a little curious of the color of the employees at Shake Shack as well. I think
I'm sure they were white as the snowflakes that these cops are.
I'm sure they look exactly like me.
Yeah. So
snowflake
and
cops.
The insistence to jump to conclusions based on that logic that has led many avoidable deaths where police officers kill him. I love that Business Insider tied this right back to the movement that's happening. Who weren't doing anything. They bring up Philando Castile, who was shot and killed after legally saying, "Hey, I have a permit. Let me show you the permit," and then get killed. Tamir Rice, who was shot 2 seconds after police pulled up with a BB gun. John Crawford III, who was shot and killed in a Walmart for having the audacity to buy a BB gun in a Walmart. This is the deadly thought process that goes into likening Shake Shack employees to jaded Game of Thrones characters who poison their enemies. I want to say to cops something very directly. We have some videos to play, but I want to say something. You're not that important. No one's really going to assassinate you. Shut the fuck up. Let's show this Twitter tweet from some of the right-wing commentators.
And I'd like to comment to this as well.
Okay,
too.
go first.
No. Show the tweet first.
So this is our good friend and colleague, of course, Tim Pool, who is
Tim
definitely
Pooley.
a guy who, as he puts it, always puts facts above feelings, always has sources that are well thought out and researched, and definitely not just like going through a tweet that some guy with a blue check mark wrote and then putting an entire story together. So he says right here, Shake Shack straight poisoned up cups. They didn't. That's not a true statement. Tim Pool, you gotta, Actually, can we move to the other tweet? I'm going to let Tim Pool explain this for himself.
The same people who fall for shit like Russiagate fell for Covington and Jussie Smollett and will continue to fall for fake news because they have critical thinking abilities and the memory of a
Can we
goldfish.
flip back to the tweet that he just sent out? Yeah.
Shake
And
Shack,
so
straight poison cups.
There's a bunch of political commentators out there. You have your Tommy Lawrence. You have all the people that, remember, what do they all say? Oh, the left, they're way too quick to judge. Oh, the left, they're snowflakes. They'll take anything and make a mountain of it. Not us. We're taking a fake story that never happened and broadcasting it to the world without any evidence, anything corroborative, any investigation. We're the people that always tell the truth. This
It's pathetic.
it shows everything that has happened, everything that these movements. It's the exact same one. It's like people are like, "Hey, the police are being abusive," and then we're gonna protest peacefully. What did the police do? We're gonna show you how abusive that we are. What happens in this case? The police are like, "Well, we have so many things going against us because we're sort of causing all these things and shooting innocent people
And snowflakes.
and calling people snowflakes and not treating people with respect and then shooting them or killing them by putting their knee on their neck and never getting caught. But we're the victims. We are the victims because we were almost assassinated by poison that never happened because we're actually really paranoid people."
Hold on, wait, Daniel. I'm actually getting a transmission right now. Gunner, I think there's an important video of some kind of cop crying about.
Okay, wait.
a
Before we
McMuffin?
play this, I want to give you a little context.
It's breaking news.
This woman that we're going to show this video of, she, in this moment when this couple hour period before everyone's like, "Oh, this is all a fake thing," this is how she reacted, thinking that one of her colleagues in the great New York City cop, blah, 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 was almost assassinated. Let's see what she has to say.
Gunner, play that video.
I decided to
I did not go to the proper tweet. All right.
Boop. There we go.
I decided to come to the McDonald's at Love's on the Ford Avenue exit, and I waited in line to get my food. I had already done my mobile order so that people
By the way, she just docked
don't
the
pay for my
McDonald's.
stuff because I just always like to pay for it myself. But
Well,
I'm
that's
on my
good
way
of
home
her. She
from
likes
work.
to pay for it herself.
When I pull up to the window, they hand me my receipt, so I go to the second window to get my food, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And so the girl comes to the window and asks me what my order was. I repeat my order and my coffee order, and they ask me to pull up because my food's not ready. It's an English muffin meal with a hash brown and coffee.
Sounds
And I mean, I hadn't eaten since probably I've been up for a very long time, but I haven't eaten in a while, so I was kind of hungry.
Okay.
And
Hey, we're all
I'm
get
still
hungry.
waiting. And I'm still waiting.
Get to
And
the
they
point.
asked me to pull up. So I pull up forward,
I feel
and
so bad for her.
a girl comes out with my coffee and just the coffee.
starting to get
And she
confused.
hands it to me. And I have my window down.
Turn on snowflake mode.
And that's all she hands me is the coffee.
She hands you coffee.
So I told her, I said, don't bother with the food because right now I'm too nervous to take it.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter how many hours I've been up.
Really?
It doesn't matter
Oh
what
The
I've
victim
done
with the kill list.
for anyone.
no. Okay, I understand.
Right
You're
now
in
I'm
my
too
heart.
nervous to take
world's
a meal
smallest
from
violin
McDonald's because I can't see it being made. I don't know what's going on with people nowadays,
No, I don't know either.
but please, just give us a break. Please just give us a
Just
break.
like when we break your leg.
I don't know how much more I can take.
You can't.
I've been in this for 15 years and I've never, ever had such anxiety about waiting for McDonald's drive-through food. So just have a heart,
Dan, I
and
got a
if you
comment.
see an officer, just tell them thank you. Because I don't hear thank you enough anymore.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this right. your food wasn't ready, and you want us to cry for you and contact McDonald's on your behalf because your food wasn't ready? What a snowflake. And now you're asking people to give you a break? Oh, well, gee, I don't know if you've been paying attention to social media, but the police have been shooting tear gas, rubber bullets, and other projectiles at peaceful protesters, all the while turning a blind eye just a few weeks before to those right-wing protesters who were storming state capitals with their guns, with their weapons, spitting and yelling in the cops' faces, but the cops didn't shoot at them. So you know what? It's a thing called a double standard. And when you are hurting and maiming innocent protesters, peaceful protesters, yeah, you know what? It's really hard for people to sympathize with a lot of cops right now. And there's a big movement calling to defund cops because, police budget is taking 50 or 40% of numerous city budgets when that money could be invested into our schools, our infrastructure. Hell, I think the cops here are going to get $300 million into their budget for the city of Chicago. Mayor Lightfoot, we still have lead in our drinking water. So I'm not going to cry a river for a cop who's waiting for her McMuffin, okay? You can take that, Officer Karen, hand in your McMuffin badge, okay?
Officer Karen.
There.
I love it.
Because
I'm
I'm
glad,
not
I'm
gonna
glad she's
sympathize.
scared. I'm glad she's scared. It's about time the cops get a little bit nervous for their own well-being, being that they strike so much fear into the hearts of so many Americans as okay, well, and if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Just quit your fucking job then.
Or like go work at
Stop
McDonald's.
being a baby. Yeah, get a job at McDonald's like that. Like the girl serving you, who's probably a woman. Please stop calling women girls.
Yeah, and you made a good point right before we started this here. Where you're like, you shouldn't be a cop if this worries you.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want this woman protecting you? Is this the kind of woman that you want? Not only protecting you, getting a lot of money, being paid more than most Americans, protecting you.
Hey,
Is this the kind of person you really want to see? This is the person that you want carrying a gun, trying to feel safe around people. When she freaks out because in another state, someone thinks that they got assassinated. It's all paranoia. These are people that need mental health counselors, not badges.
Yep.
Yeah.
They need
that's a great
emotional
point.
support ponies.
Yeah,
What they need is a hug. A nice little hug so they know that you're all good and everyone cares
Looks
about
like
them. And everyone pats them on the
Officer
head.
Karen's gonna have to start doing some of her own food prep. I think.
Yeah, at this point, Karen, pack your own lunch. Pack a sack lunch. There we go. Sack
Guys,
lunch.
I'm just really emotional about this. She's a good cop, and like this good. She paid for the McMuffin with her own money, right?
and
Like, I
hash
just-
browns and coffee.
and
Get-
hash browns and coffee.
Yeah,
Right,
there we
right.
go.
It was-
There we go.
But she
That's
had-
right,
See, now I'm
Ronald.
getting hungry for some fast food right
She
now.
had to summarize, she made a lot of poor decisions. Hadn't eaten didn't pack herself a snack, which she made.
Yeah.
That's when she probably needed those hash browns a few hours ago. Went to a McDonald's, got the food she ordered, canceled
When
her
they're
own
hangry.
menu because it didn't come out the second that she ordered it
You
because
know
she
what?
was hangry.
I gotta-
heard that a colleague that was being assassinated with the same amount of paranoia. You know what's really taking these cops out? Themselves. Their own
Yeah, their
paranoia.
own paranoia.
And
Exactly.
now at the same time, the cops are like, "We're under attack. We're the victims. What are you victims of? Our own divisiveness."
It's like
Wait,
really-
no,
she
never
said,
mind.
like,
it's the girl that gave us a coffee.
Yeah.
That's
was-
who it is.
it was like
By the
she's-
way, I want to throw out the fact that McDonald's drive-through workers have to have way more restraint and professionalism when dealing with people than
Oh
any
my
cop
God,
in
Yeah.
New York.
yeah.
And
I
people
think
are way ruder.
Yeah. Also, one other thing too, when because I got some fast food, I find an establishment called Popeyes, which is really great. And I ordered like that spicy chicken sandwich. I ordered some mashed potatoes, macaroni, some fries.
You're gonna do.
and,
Dude,
I'm
you're making
so
me
hungry.
hangry.
I know. But the thing is, like, I had to
I'm gonna
wait
start
too.
crying in a minute.
I had to wait too, but you know what? Because I had to wait, they said like, "Hey, we apologize for the delay." They even threw in some extra fries for me too, and I said, "You know what? I'm Kit Cabell, the host of Hard Lens Media. I'm gonna mention this."
So here's the thing.
Okay, I didn't say the last part, but I did get the fries, so that actually did happen. And
So
now I
the
got
part was
a
here.
hankering for some Popeyes
Let me
chicken
give
right now.
let me give a story. I was it was a long time ago. It was like a year ago. I was out with Kit and Jerome, and we went to it was one of the Philly cheese place
Oh yeah.
to get food, and they just forgot my order, and the guys that were in the kitchen were kind of assholes about it. And instead of going, I'm going to shoot these people for being mean to me, and I don't trust that they're going to poison me or not, I just said, okay. I went to the front, and I said, I'd like a refund. You guys forgot my order. Bye. If I can do that,
She said
I
you
was
didn't
all.
shed a single tear.
I did,
How
and
did
by the
you
way,
make
you know
it
what
through?
else? I was hangry as well. I had not eaten for a long period of time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She,
we were working hard.
she
that
said
day,
like
yeah.
she was like, oh, I haven't slept in a long time and do whatever. It's like, I understand that to be a police officer, you're gonna like lose some sleep, right?
Yeah.
But like that's one part of the job. Also, two, maybe if the cops were like, not focused on like killing people and trying to just get away with illegal crime, right? Like
And
maybe they
any
could
war on
sleep a
drugs,
little bit
yeah.
better. Maybe they could.
They wouldn't need as expensive of a mattress.
Yeah.
to
maybe
sleep at night.
maybe if we ended the ridiculous prohibition and the war on drugs, cops wouldn't be as stressed out as
You
they
know who
are.
needs weed more than anyone?
I wonder.
These cops.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They need to light it up.
do.
Well, it's a good thing they have plenty of it, right? They just plant it on people all
Yeah.
that they want.
Yeah.
Sprinkle a little crack on them.
Yeah, man, it could, again, cry us
We
a
have
river,
some
but
super
we
chats,
don't-
by the way, y'all.
We do.
Yes.
So we're gonna end that story and move on to the super
I
chat.
love that
So first,
story.
Mona come Ona,
So good.
$19.99 super chat. Mona, thank you so much for being a good friend of the show. The irony is, she's scared for her life because her uniform, but it's worse if you're scared for your life because the color of your skin. But this lady can't take it anymore and wants a thank you. The
Yeah, that's true. She could
privilege.
take that uniform off at the end of the day,
And
right?
also the emoji.
Hey,
is,
but I thought she was a blue life.
Yeah.
She can't take that off. It's always on. Oh wait, no, that's not how it works.
And Ayana, $2 super chat. Get this woman an emotional support pony
There
for
it
fuck's
is.
sake. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
and,
funny.
again, everyone, it's just thank you guys so much for your support. We are very grateful.
And
for
by the way, I
super
want to
chats.
add one little thing at the end.
Go
You know
ahead.
who has to be more professional than police at the people they pull over have to be more professional than the police.
Right.
Right. So I am. People are talking about my Popeye story. I didn't say, "Hey, I'm Kid of Hardlands Meat." I did not say
We
that.
don't have that much clout.
I didn't have that.
Do you
yet.
know who I am?
Do you know who I am? No, I do not, sir.
No,
Who
I
the hell
don't.
are you? All right, but
I don't know
okay,
either.
Okay,
We're,
all right,
we're
Where
more
am
well
I?
known than many Americans, but not to the level that it matters.
right. So we are going to move
Speak
on
for
now.
yourself, Daniel.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
right.
Fair enough.